Hello guys and welcome back. What happens when you mock the best boxer in the world, Manny Pacquiao, from the mighty and beautiful Philippines? This happens. He destroys you. So buckle up and let's check this out.
Freddie Roach, who trained me for Mayweather Jr., says I cannot pull the trigger anymore. Okay, well, let's see what's going to happen December.
There's a look at Pacquiao, battle to the end of the 8th round.
Manny Pacquiao is a humble champion who never needed to trash talk.
It's all over. The fight is stopped.
Roach is saying that you're going to get knocked out in the 3rd round.
If Manny gets to the 3rd round, I think he'll be doing well.
Bye-bye.
But his opponents often do, questioning him, doubting him, disrespecting him.
Knocked out in the 2nd round by Manny Pacquiao.
Who's that? No, this guy.
That's Pacquiao.
Some even cross the line.
Still 15 seconds.
I gotta go in there. I gotta retire you. I gotta retire Manny Pacquiao.
And more often than not, it ends the same way. Welcome back to Fight Story.
What's the first thing you're gonna do? You're gonna go to Disneyland?
Nope.
Oh, look in the middle of the camera, HBO, and tell all the critics. You.
Really?
He's a much smaller man, and isn't there more to lose against a much smaller man?
Well, the fact that they challenged me.
Everybody challenges you, Oscar.
Absolutely.
By late 2008, Oscar De La Hoya was still boxing's biggest attraction. An Olympic gold medalist and 6th Division world champion, the Golden Boy had carried the sport for over a decade. But after a loss to Floyd Mayweather Jr. and more than a year out of the ring, questions had begun to surface.
The best fighter in the planet, the fact that he challenged me, the fact that he said he can knock me out, and I think the fact that Freddie Roach, who trained me for Mayweather Jr., says I cannot pull the trigger anymore. Okay, well let's see what's going to happen December.
Manny Pacquiao had conquered the lower divisions and become a global sensation, but this was a different challenge entirely. Pacquiao was moving up 2 weight classes to fight at welterweight against a naturally bigger opponent who had spent his career facing much larger men.
My motivation has been his youth, his speed, his power. My motivation has been his relentlessness.
Many believed the size difference would decide the outcome. What they didn't realize was that Pacquiao was about to end De La Hoya's career.
Real fast and fight every minute of every
Let's
round.
see.
So, will there be any filling out process, or will they go right to it? Right. Manny caught him. Oscar hasn't landed anything significant here in the first.
Pacquiao darting back out of trouble and then into the punching range. And his speed round.
He looks tight right now, too. Manny nailed him with the right hand.
From the opening rounds, the difference in speed was impossible to miss. Pacquiao moved lightly on his feet, darting in and out while landing sharp combinations, and De La Hoya struggled to find the timing to respond.
Yeah, it's magic so far for Pacquiao, his ability to go in and out.
In and out, and that's exactly the way Manny Pacquiao is fighting right now. There's the uppercut. Straight left hand.
No, but it shows where Oscar De La Hoya's fight plan is headed.
Man, wow.
Straight left hand down the middle, snap the head back of Oscar. MGM Grand Garden Arena, the obvious hand speed of Pacquiao is just that. It's so obvious. The left hand down the middle, managed to win any rounds, or many rounds, if any, against Oscar. And Manny Pacquiao is certainly more than holding his own. Throws the right hand, Manny's dipping, and making, even when he lands, there's a right hand crisp in the jaw of De La Hoya. Out to the body, nothing powerful, but this is.
Yeah, in terms of power,
Round by round, Pacquiao's speed and angles began to break De La Hoya down. The Golden Boy tried to adjust, but the punches kept arriving from places he couldn't anticipate.
Pacquiao's
he hurt him there.
Fight. It's all business in the ring, and it's a dangerous sport.
Man,
Right now
guys.
he's on the receiving end of the speed of Pacquiao with a minute gone, pouring with the jab, not really stepping up into it, not throwing the left hand to the body with any viciousness at all. And look at Manny. Look at the amount of punches he's throwing. Look at this.
he has been terrific moving up. Meantime, Oscar De La Hoya has not looked good coming down.
Now here he tries to exchange with Manny. Nothing that he throws lands, and Manny touches him up. So nothing really working for Oscar. Even when he opens up, Pacquiao is landing more shots.
And there's Pacquiao with 2 and then left hand down the middle, and we're used to Oscar De La Hoya most surprising part of this fight is how Pacquiao has maintained his speed and still has good power at 147.
Come on, knock him out.
He threw the right hand that time with kind of the thumb out and the palm up. That's not the way you throw a power shot with your right hand. Tentative with the left hand, so what does Pacquiao do? He cracks him with the right hand. He's working on that left eye of Oscar De La Hoya and has it almost shut. Oscar not getting off right hand.
Come on, knock him out.
Looks like he's almost shell-shy right now, the way Manny's attacking him.
And this has been the fight since the beginning. Pacquiao's power bothering Oscar De La Hoya, and Pacquiao gets off first.
The corner of Pacquiao, namely Freddie Roach, saying don't get caught in the corner. Now De La Hoya's caught in the corner. And look at this guy go. Minute 15 seconds ago, and De La Hoya's in trouble.
By the 7th round, De La Hoya had no answers. He hesitated, unable to counter, absorbing shot after shot as Pacquiao continued to press.
De La Hoya. And he nailed him with the right hand. He's all over him right now. Oscar's hurt. Pacquiao pouring the pressure on. Finally, Oscar steps away. And that left eye is really closing up. Great champion. And one big hand could change. Pacquiao pours the pressure on him. And this might be the miraculous finish of the career of Oscar De La Hoya. Pacquiao really labeling him and blasting him with left hand right. And look at that. Just as Freddie told him, he walked right back to the center of the ring. And now this is one thing that, again, don't mess with this guy. And the power shots are right downstairs. And look at Pacquiao! Battle to the end of the 8th round!
Yes.
Trying to stop Oscar De La Hoya in his tracks.
The punishment had been enough. De La Hoya had taken a brutal beating. When the 8th round ended, he remained on his stool. His corner had seen enough.
It's all over. The fight is stopped. It's all over.
Manny Pacquiao hadn't just won the fight. He had closed the final chapter of Oscar De La Hoya's career.
Well, all in all, just a brilliant performance by Manny Pacquiao.
Just want to say something really quick. Yeah, goosebumps. I don't know what happened in that moment, but the thing, you know, Manny, he's a humble guy. On his shoulder had a tough life that he endured, of course, and he had the whole Philippines, the whole people with beautiful hearts, with amazing history, with amazing country, and people that are kind and humble. So why have you have to be so mean, you know? So I'm not a person that wants revenge. And I'm sure that Manny, he wasn't, you know. But still, you know, when this kind of things happen, when you mock, when you are a bad person, well, you have to get punished. And I'm happy with what I'm seeing. It's beautiful.
Manny, come May 2nd, you will be uncrowned with your head hanging down, in pain and stress, left to confess that the hitman is the best.
Floyd, you just can't stop messing about, can you?
Right.
This fight was billed as a clash between two of the most aggressive fighters of the era. Ricky Hatton, a relentless pressure fighter and devastating body puncher, had built his reputation on breaking opponents down, with his only defeat coming against Floyd Mayweather.
I believe I'm the bigger puncher, I'm the stronger guy, the bigger guy. I'll be straight on the front foot.
Roach is saying that you're going to get knocked out in the 3rd round.
If Manny gets to the 3rd round, I think he'll be doing well.
After dismantling Oscar De La Hoya, Pacquiao stepped up again, this time to face Hatton in his own division, junior welterweight.
Manny Pacquiao was a very, very aggressive fighter. And I think, and I have to say, in recent fights, in recent years, I think everybody has been a little bit wary of his aggression. I know a man who won't be. That's me.
Hatton was confident of bouncing back and reclaiming his place among the best. But what he didn't realize was that Pacquiao was only beginning his reign as king.
Good luck. Touch up.
Come on, Manny.
From Las Vegas. Here we go.
Here we go, gentlemen.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how both these fighters come out.
He's aggressive.
To be a different fighter. This is
Come on, Manny.
under Floyd Mayweather Sr. and already a couple of shots to the body as he ties up Pacquiao.
As promised, Hatton charged forward from the opening bell, looking to impose his pressure.
Pacquiao opened up.
Have a moment to relax. Pacquiao basically sit back and put the movements as that's a feet movement, and the speed of
He caught
other right hand was really challenged in his last fight.
Pacquiao caught him early with a sharp counter that sent Hatton crashing to the canvas in the first round. Hatton got up and kept coming, refusing to abandon his plan.
But he's in deep trouble with about a half a minute to go.
And Ricky Hatton has struggled against southpaw.
Joke to annoy Mayweather. He might have been a little too conservative.
And Hatton's in trouble again. Final 10 seconds of round one, and Hatton's down for the second.
Bye-bye, you bitch. Sorry.
If he beats the count, he'll get the 60 seconds left. 6, and he needs it.
You okay, Ricky? Saved by the bell. Remember that.
Unbelievable first round by Manny Pacquiao.
What an impressive first round by Pacquiao.
Hatton knocked Pacquiao off balance with that shot, but Hatton is still rocky.
You know what's a fighter? Fights a full 3 minutes of every round like Hatton does. But Pacquiao not phased at all and connected a couple one hands again.
Ricky he needs to get through this second round and get himself together. He's got no rhythm at all right now. Anything
a different style.
Come on, Manny.
He's going to revert to what he's always been as he takes another left hand to the head.
Hatton showed courage, pushing ahead despite the danger. But Pacquiao was simply too quick. The counters kept landing, the damage steadily mounting. Then it ended.
a little better than I thought.
That's it. Ricky Hatton is done. Knocked out in the second round by Manny Pacquiao.
Sorry to stop for 1 second. What was that about? If he got in the third round, he's lucky. You haven't got to the second. I mean, like, wow.
A sudden left hand from Pacquiao detonated clean on Hatton's jaw, leaving him flat on the canvas.
Not only is he the best fighter in the world, he's the most exciting fighter. This is an all-time great. You understand that?
99.
It was one of the most devastating knockouts of Pacquiao's career, a moment that effectively brought Ricky Hatton's time at the top to an end.
Oh, he's dead. I'm sorry.
He mocked a man battling Parkinson's.
Yeah. Who's that? No, this guy. That's Pacquiao.
He carried the stain of a scandal that boxing had not forgotten.
Were you aware of the plaster in your hand wraps?
Miles de veces lo he dicho que no sabía nada. Otra vez lo vuelvo a decir.
I have said I know.
Antonio Margarito had once been one of the most feared fighters in the sport. Nicknamed the Tijuana Tornado, Margarito built his reputation on relentless pressure, an iron chin, and a pace that never seemed to fade.
He has long arms.
He walked opponents down, broke them apart round by round, and left them battered in the corners. He wasn't the most technical fighter in the ring, but he was tough. Then came 2009. Minutes before his fight with Shane Mosley, inspectors found plaster-like inserts in Margarito's hand wraps, turning his punches into something far more dangerous.
But that's cheating.
He was caught, suspended, and branded a cheat. Suddenly, the past looked different. The brutal 2008 defeat of Miguel Cotto raised new questions. How long had this been happening? How many fighters had already paid the price? Margarito denied responsibility, but the damage to his reputation was done. He had become a symbol of the sport's darkest fears. When his suspension ended, Margarito returned searching for redemption, searching for respect. Instead, he found Manny Pacquiao.
Manny thinks that you had to know.
Nunca sentí nada, no golpeé nada, no se usó nada.
I think Manny's gonna knock him out inside of 8 rounds.
Pues que me mira manco, ¿qué?
I saw your last 2 fights.
Margarito entered confident, knowing he held a massive size advantage. But this wasn't the Pacquiao of the early days. This was Pacquiao chasing history, a world title in an unprecedented 8th division. On fight night, the size difference was clear.
Came with that left hand from out of nowhere. Look at this. 4-punch combination.
Margarito's face had begun to swell under the constant punishment.
Oh, yeah. Margarito got a little bit of a wake-up call. of the same thing.
Beautiful counter shots by Margarito.
No. His hand wrapped on the rope, and Margarito hit him.
Each round, the damage grew worse, each shot landing with greater precision. By the halfway point, Pacquiao was firmly in control, dominating the exchanges round after round. Yet, Margarito kept pushing forward, battered and bruised, but refusing to abandon the fight.
Margarito did get there again with a right hand. Every now and then, you're right, Barry, he does to the promoter. Yeah, it's just been a terrific night. They're seeing an absolute clinic here from the champion side of it. Could be stopped, and if the corner was smart, they would stop the fight.
Oh, Margarito with a huge right hook.
And now he's in trouble.
Margarito still advanced, but he was no longer competitive.
Margarito's a perfect example of...
In the later rounds, Pacquiao even glanced toward the referee, as if suggesting the punishment had gone far enough. But the fight continued. So Pacquiao...
What a frenzy. Closing seconds of a great fight for Manny Pacquiao.
When the final bell rang, Manny Pacquiao was awarded a unanimous decision, becoming the first fighter in history to win world titles in 8 different weight divisions. And in doing so, he delivered one of the most brutal beatings the sport had ever witnessed.
In the 12th round, did you lay off a little bit? In the 12th round, I won the...
You know, he will like accelerate in the 12th round and will be a damn knockout. But he's a humble person. He's a good guy with the big heart because he's Filipino, you know. But, you know, on the other guy over there, if you don't cheat, you know, this happens. Man, this is addictive. I'm telling you, the same way I'm watching Efren on the pool, you know, the same thing with Manny. It's so, I mean, you maybe guys already know about this, saw these matches. I didn't. And it's like you were there. I don't know. I guess you can feel me.
Pretty well.
You get hit with a 2-piece and you have a smile on your face like you're liking it.
Because you hit like...
Be careful of fighters who are punching bags, because in boxing, it never ends well. This maniac challenged the great Manny Pacquiao.
To me, boxing is better than sex. That's my orgasm.
And on November 24th, 2013, in Macau, China, he learned the hard way what happens when arrogance meets greatness.
I trained my ass out to win, you know? 5 months.
Brandon Bam Bam Rios was chaos in gloves, wild, fearless, and reckless to the core. At just 27 years old, he carried an impressive record. 31 wins, 23 by knockout.
More power in there.
He was known for taking punches as much as he threw them.
Oh, look in the middle of the camera, HBO, and tell all the critics. You.
I gotta go in there. I gotta retire you. I gotta retire Manny Pacquiao. Because I'm the next star.
Rios not only promised to send Pacquiao into retirement, he also mocked his trainer, Freddie Roach, a man battling Parkinson's disease.
That's Freddie Roach right there. Manny Pacquiao. Hey there, Brandon Rios is a badass, and Solita he's gonna get because he's a pussy.
By 2013, Manny Pacquiao was still a legend, but the brutal knockout loss to Juan Manuel Marquez still lingered. Doubts had begun to surface. This fight meant more than another victory. It was about redemption, a chance to silence the critics and remind the world who he was.
I have 100% desire to continue my boxing career. All I can say is my time is not done yet.
As the fight drew closer, tensions began to rise. Freddie Roach confronted Team Rios over the insult, and the heated exchange went viral.
Hey, Roach, now it's personal.
Come on, tough guy. Let's go. Let's get down right there. Come on. Let's go. Spit it out.
As tempers flared and things turned deeply personal, the atmosphere shifted.
That's what it's all about. Big payday against Floyd Mayweather might be on the line here. We'll see.
From the opening bell, Pacquiao set the tone. He was first, faster, sharper.
Manny digs down. Manny caught him with the right hand across the whiskers, nothing big. Larry, what you were talking about, that Rios is under control. Manny's
Easily in favor of Manny. Early.
Good.
That's a slip.
I think what happened was that Manny may have stepped on his foot.
I think we're going to see that a lot tonight, actually.
Good, Manny, come on.
Rios came forward like he always did, looking to drag Pacquiao into a fight, but he couldn't find him clean. The angles, the footwork, the speed, it was all too much.
Manny gets through. Rios smiles at him. Rios is a guy that'll never quit. He's a bigger man. Take those on the gloves. Slinging shots.
Come on, Manny.
I guess the plan is to go some way to get that right hand in and test Manny. He hasn't. Good combinations by both fighters. Pacquiao.
Definitely a better round for Rios, but how's he landed it?
Oh, look at this. Manny closing the show here at the end of the round. Better round for Rios, but it's Pacquiao's round. Manny falls into punches. Oh, he nailed him with a good left hand coming in. Look at the hand speed. Rios.
Pretty well.
This is about 10 punches now, Larry, and Rios hasn't landed on one.
Rios kept marching forward, trying to impose his pressure, but he was swinging at moments that weren't there. Pacquiao was controlling the distance, picking him apart round by round.
Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao in blue is in. I wish our own congressman. Straight left hand. Catches him on the button. Thai Arena, Venetian, Macau, China. Inside, outside game. He's spinning him, he's turning him. His hands are faster. How frustrating is this for the...
That part of it isn't happening.
Yeah! What a combination, God!
At some stage, I just thought that Brandon Rios fighting the perfect fight plan. This is a straight shot down the middle. A little cut by the left eye now of Brandon Rios. Is it just from taking so many shots?
Go, go, go!
Manny Pacquiao. Style, he'll run at him, he'll go past him. Now he lands 3 punches in a row. He gets inside like this, comes with the uppercut. Fighter, so is he as good as what we think he is right now?
Well, at the moment,
By the middle rounds, the pattern was clear. Pacquiao was landing at will. Rios was absorbing. To his credit, Rios never stopped coming. He took the shots and kept walking forward, trying to force exchanges, but Pacquiao refused to give him the fight he wanted.
He's a 34-year-old guy who still wants it.
And that's what he was saying all week long to us both. That's what he wants.
Manny Pacquiao in the blue with the red. Multicolored trunks, Brandon Rios, who hasn't won a round yet.
Marquez did. Marquez, having fought Manny 3 times, knew him pretty well.
As he's certainly the ring general. Got a really good shot that time. Anytime he wants.
He's taken as much as Rios and kept coming at Manny Pacquiao.
Well, I don't think anyone's really questioned Brandon's chin coming into the fight.
Yeah, but he hadn't fought.
Just a ton of punches. Still planting these in there.
Every round followed the same pattern. Pacquiao in full control, landing at will, while Rios chased and watched, a step behind. By the championship rounds, there was no doubt about the outcome. Pacquiao wasn't just winning, he was reminding the world who he was.
Look at this stuff. Extraordinary. Made, Larry.
I think it's a hard one to be made. A Filipino reporter who's covered Manny Pacquiao for many years told me that there are people in Manila who the crowd is on its feet.
It's all over.
When it was over, Manny Pacquiao had delivered a masterclass, dominating Brandon Rios in every area.
You hit him some good punches, but he seemed to take them with.
Man, he's one of the toughest opponent in my career. He took a lot of punches, the solid punch, the left hand, but he's still standing. That's why.
I'm sorry that this is over. We're gonna have more of Manny on the channel, I promise, because it's so beautiful. If you have suggestions, leave it down below of what we can see. If you have more, of course. And see, even at the end, right now, he said nice words about the opponent, you know? He could have said, yeah, he was a loser or whatever. But that's not Manny, because he's from the Philippines. And he has respect, even if the others are scumbags. I'm going to call them only like that. Guys, it was beautiful for me. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed that with me. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think? Of course, subscribe to the channel if you want more. We have another channel down below in the description. There is the link with the Philippines and other kind of videos if you want to go and subscribe over there as well. But Manny is going to come on the channel. Trust me. I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe and God bless the Philippines.